Hey guys, welcome back. Now here in this session, I'll cover a topic called GL setting. So guys, if you talk about GL setting, right? Now, first of all, okay, so we'll talk about a transaction first, right? Let's suppose a rent related transaction has taken place. So the rent account is going to be debited worth of a particular amount, and again, bank account is going to be credited. Okay, this is what the transaction, this is how it is going to be recorded, right? So if people use, like, let's suppose books of account, then this is going to be maintained in the books. Nowadays there is no physical books, guys, all the digital registers, we can say, all these ERPs. So these transactions are getting recorded here in the ERPs. Whatever expenses are there, see what for we are doing all the configurations, right? So all the finance and account related transactions are supposed to be recorded, right? And based on that, various kind of reports will be generated. Likewise, there is a purpose behind SD module also, module also. Material related lots of activities are going to be recorded through material management module, right? And they also can get various reports, like what is the material, what is the like total number of material, still quantity of material available at plant level, or is at purchase organizations level, or is like at a particular storage location level. Multiple things are there into Likewise, here as a SAP FICO consultant, we are going to do the configurations for these all, like whatever finance and account related transactions are there, that is supposed to be posted. So I just quoted a pretty simple transaction, right? Later, multiple other transactions also will come where customer will be there into picture, vendor will be there into picture, assets will be there into picture, even material also will be there into picture, right? Slowly we'll proceed further. Right now, we'll take a very simple example. This is called JV, journal voucher, where the involvement of GL accounts only. So rent is also a GL account and bank is also a GL account, right? Now, so here rent is debited and bank is credited. Now, same transaction, if you have to post in SAP, then what will happen, guys? You have to set up two GL account, rent and bank, both supposed to be set up. Even multiple other GL accounts also will be set up, but at least we'll start from this one. So in order to set up a GL account, because what for we are going to set up this GL account, guys, to post this transaction. So while posting the transaction, the first question is, this transaction belongs to which subsidiary? Subsidiary equals to company code. That is already set up into SAP, guys. This transaction is going to be posted for which period? So based on the date, SAP is going to determine the period automatically, right? And in which financial year it is going to be posted. So for these all things, already we have done the setting called enterprise structure and basic setting, right? Now we have to set up the GL account, and then we will be able to post the transaction. So in order to set up the GL account, for that also some basic setting we have to do. That is called GL setting. Okay. So what basic setting we have to do, guys? Look at here. These are the settings which we have to do into SAP. Now, let's suppose the first one is set up chart of account, creation of chart of account. Okay. Now, creation and assignment. So let's suppose I'm going to create a chart of account here. So the question is, what is chart of account? Right? Or what is the use of chart of account? Can anybody explain what is chart of account, guys? Anyone? Any idea?
Sir, according to me, chart of account is kind of a code under which we can post the like GL transaction, all GL transactions.
Okay. Anybody else want to say anything? Okay, so even I got certain messages also here from Viresh. Balance sheet, it's a balance sheet. So guys, no, this is not the complete answer here, but the simplest answer of the this chart of account, and which is going to be stated by, like, if somebody asks during interview, most likely people will say chart of account is nothing but list of GL account, right? Chart of account is what, guys? It's list of GL account. Now the question is how, right? And what is the benefit? So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create a chart of account. Let's suppose chart of account, right? And whatever GLs are there, guys, whatever GLs are there, those GLs are going to be, let's suppose 500 GL we have to create. So the GLs are going to be set up against chart of account, right? So look at here, this is how it is called. Chart of account is nothing but list of GL account. A 4-digit code is going to be created. It's okay. Configurations, we'll see, guys. Try to understand the logic behind creation of chart of account. So I said, like, multiple GLs are going to be created. Here 500, 600, 700. That is, the list is going to be given by your client. And who is client here? Of course, Tata Motor is your client. So your core team member is going to give you the list of GL account which is required to be set up here in SAP. Now, so I got like 500 GL got created against this chart of account. Chart of account, let's suppose we have created TCOA. This is the code. Okay. Or else I'll just do one thing, COA 0. This is our chart of account. And this chart of account is going to be assigned to your company code. So first of all, what we have done, guys, first of all, we have created, and then we are going to assign with the company code, right? And whatever GL account we have created, let's suppose I said it is going to be set up against chart of account. Okay, so try to understand the concept, guys, here. Now, if I say chart of account is the list of GL accounts, so of course, look at here, guys, GL account we have set up against this chart of account. So 500 GL. And we have created a chart of account. And first of all, what we have to do? We have to create a chart of account. Second, you have to link this chart of account against the company code, right? And then whichever GL accounts are going to be set up, guys, I said that is going to be created against chart of account. So now the question is why there is additional step here in SAP? What is the use of this chart of account, right? Even instead of creating this GL account against a particular chart of account, that GL account directly we can create against company code also, right? Why to perform this additional setting, like create first of all, like create a chart of account? That is the first one. Second one, assign this chart of account with the company code. So second step, right? And then what is happening? And then we are going to set up GL account against chart of account, right? So here, instead of that, we can do one thing. What we can do, guys, we can directly set up GL account against company code itself. In that case, no need to set up the chart of account, right? So why SAP has given this additional functionality, that two-step, that is called two additional steps, right? Create chart of account and assign chart of account with company code. And then GL accounts are going to be set up against chart of account. So this is what you have to respond. Like during interviews, anybody asks that, you tell me, you said like chart of account is list of GL account. It means whatever GL accounts are going to be created, that will be created against chart of account. So you just try to make me understand why to set up a chart of account, and then chart of account is going to be linked with the company code, right? And then we are going to set up the GL account against our chart of account. Instead of that, can't we create GL account directly against company code itself, right? We can create GL account directly against company code itself, right? So what is the logic behind creation of this GL account against your chart of account? So guys, here there is a benefit. There is a benefit, right? Directly, if I'm going to set up this GL account against company code itself, in that case, let's suppose I have set up 500 GL account. We have set up again 600 GL account, right? Likewise, Tata Chemical, again we have to set up, like, let's suppose 450 GL account. So every time what is happening, we have to create new GL account for every company code, right? But there are lots of GL accounts, guys, which is quite similar and common. Rent account for every company code, right? Bank account for every company code. Other expenses, like let's suppose salary, audit fee, fuel expenses, any XYZ, whatever this sales and revenue account, right? Now, multiple accounts from asset side, liability side. So there are multiple common accounts are there, right? So in that case, generally what happen here, there is a benefit. If you set up this GL account, if we create the GL account against chart of account, then look at here, what is the benefit? The benefit is, let's suppose 500 GL account I have created against this chart of account. And this chart of account we have assigned to the company code TM00. So TM00 will be able to use this 500 GL account. At the same time, later on we have to go for rollout, right? So in rollout, TS00, there also they required 550 GL, right? So if the same chart of account is going to be assigned against TS00, then what will happen, guys? These 500 GLs will be available for TS00 also. And whatever additional 50 GLs are there, that will be created. That will be only created. No need to set up 500 GL once again. Simply once we assign the chart of account to this company code, it means these 500 GL will be available for this company code also, right? Not directly, but again in that extension also will come into picture, guys. The company code data are going to be extended, but right now you guys will not be able to understand, right? So now, so what I said, we have created one chart of account, right? It is assigned to TM00. Again, the same chart of account is going to be assigned to TS00. Same chart of account is going to be assigned against other company codes also. So in that case, what is happening, guys? Whatever GL account we have created against this chart of account, those GL account will be available for all other company code wherever we assign this chart of account. So look at here, guys. Now every time we are not going to set up new GL, right? 500 already set up. Now if Tata still required 550 GL, then additional 50 GLs are only going to be set up, right? And if Tata Motor want to, let's suppose Tata Motor also later on they are going to increase the number of GL, and if it is already created, then they can use that GL itself, right? But generally there will be a question in your mind. Let's suppose I said like rent account, right? So this rent account is required for all three company code, guys. Very common GL, audit fee GL, very common GL, fuel expenses, very common GL. Likewise, multiple GLs are there, that is pretty common GL, right? So it is required for Tata Motor also, Tata Steel also, and Tata Chemical also, right? So let's suppose we have posted a transaction worth of 2000, here 2500, and here 1500. So different transactions are going to be posted against the same rent GL, right? So what about the balances? How you will be able to check the balances, right? So whenever you see the report, guys, we are going to see the report against your company code and GL account. Okay, let's suppose rent GL, and if you give this company code, then this balance is going to be shown. If you give this GL, rent GL plus this company code, this balance will be shown. And if you say give rent GL plus this company code, then this balance will be shown. Okay, so generally one GL can be used by multiple company code. And if you talk about the reports, how the reports are going to be viewed, guys, so reports you can see by company code wise it is going to appear, right? So easily you can say like how much rent related transaction got posted for TM00 or TS00 or TC00, easily we can come to know. Okay, so and there is a question also here from Srikanth. Same chart of account will be available to all other company codes and so yes, one chart of account can be used by multiple company code, right? If we talk about my client, they are having almost 80 plus company code, guys. It's a very big organization having branches, in the sense like they're having businesses in multiple countries. So 80 plus company codes are there using the same chart of account, right? So now, so this is what the benefit of GL account, sorry, of chart of account. What I said, chart of account is nothing but list of GL account, right? Whatever GL account we have created, that is going to be created against chart of account. And the question was that let's suppose like whatever GL accounts are going to be created, that will be created against chart of account, right? So what is the benefit behind creation of chart of account and assignment of chart of account against company code? Can't we create a GL account directly against company code itself? So you can say that yes, generally this option is not given by SAP, right? Creation of chart of account is a mandatory configurations is already made by SAP. But if let's suppose if the SAP would have given the options, right, that you can or you can't, in the sense if SAP have given the option on consultant that you can create the GL account against the company code also, so here is the disadvantage. Now later on, once we go for rollout, then for every company code, every time we have to set up different chart of accounts. Sorry, different, of course, every time we have to set up different chart of accounts, not chart of account, guys. So against every company code, we have to set up GL account individually. 500 here, again 550 is going to be set up here, again 600 GLs are going to be created for TC00, right? But if GL accounts are getting created against chart of account, and if that is assigned against company code, then what will happen, guys? The same GL account can be used by all other company code also, provided this chart of account is going to be assigned against company code, the same chart of account, right? And as I said, like additional 50, so that is going to be created, no issues. So only 50 need to be created, right? Only 50 need to be created. There is a question here from like how to set up GL account without chart of account. This is not possible. You must have to create chart of account, guys. This is a mandatory setting. Whether you have one company code or 100 company code or 1000 company code, doesn't matter. You must have to set up the chart of account. This is a mandatory setting, right? Here I'm just explaining you the use of chart of account, right? What is the use? What is the benefit? So later on, like, of course, subsidiaries are going to be open. Let's suppose right now only one subsidiary is there. Only one unit is there. Later on, subsidiaries are going to be. So again, different company code need to be created, guys. And in that case, if GL accounts are created against chart of account, then the same chart of account is going to be assigned against new company code also. This is what the benefit to create the GL account against chart of account. So now, creation of chart of account is a mandatory setting. So we'll do one thing, guys. We'll set up chart of account and then we'll proceed further. The next one is we have to set up even account group also, right? So what is the use of that? That also I'll explain. First of all, let me log in. So use OB13 transaction code, guys, to create the chart of account. Okay, look at here, it is logged by someone. So if any data is logged by any user ID, then what we have to do, guys, click on no and use SM12 transaction code. Remove your user ID, press enter, click on lock entry. You can click on delete all. Once again, it is blocked, guys. Why? Lots of people have locked this. Now let's see. Yes. So now this is fine. Click on new entry. And here, which chart of account, guys? So you can give any code like COA 0. Or else you can give TM00 also, means the company code which we have given, that also can be given. Now give a length of GL account number and just save it. There are certain logic which cannot be explained right now, guys. Okay, creation of this manual cost element and all, you leave it as it is right now. Okay, now you just save it. So what we have done, guys, we have created a chart of account. Okay, and this chart of account is going to be assigned with OB62. We have to assign with our company code. So TM00 and here COA 1, not 1, 0 itself, and just save it. So what we have done, guys, we have created the chart of account and then we have assigned it against company code. Okay, the next one is account group. So here, what is the use of account group again and what does it control? Can anybody give some idea?
Indicate as a assets, liabilities, uh, income, expenses in account group.
Okay. Okay. So guys, now here account group. Of course, what he said, like assets, liability, income or expenses, like that we can create the account group. But what is the use? So guys, account group, generally if you talk about account group, then it is the group of similar nature of GL accounts. Okay, account group is the group of similar nature of GL account. Okay, but what is the exact control? What is going to be controlled by account group? Why do we set up account group, right? So generally what happens if you create the GL account, when we are going to create the GL account, at the time of creation multiple fields are going to appear. I'll show you practically. Once I set up the GL account, I'll show you guys practically what is the use of account group. So generally at the time of creation of GL account, multiple fields are going to appear. If your client says that certain fields are not required, you kindly remove it. So how it is going to be possible, guys? This is going to be possible with the help of account group itself. It means account group controls the fields of GL account. It controls the fields of GL account. And it also controls the numbering. See what I said, guys, while creation of that I'll show you practically, don't worry. Okay, so once I set up the GL account, I'll show you how the fields are getting controlled. Even later on, because in previous session during basic settings, I said like during transaction posting also multiple fields are going to appear, right? So that also I'll show you guys. Those fields are going to be controlled by field status variant. Here some confusion will be there, guys, but don't worry, everything are going to be clarified. Okay, so chart of account means what, guys? Chart of account, I said like list of GL account. Account group is what? Account group is generally a group of similar nature of GL account, and this account group controls the fields of GL account. At the time of creation of GL account, whatever fields are there, guys, those fields can be controlled with the help of account group. It also controls the number range. Number range in the sense like, let's suppose we have created like 4 account group assets, like entire GL accounts are going to be segregated in 4 parts. Okay, so now here let's suppose asset, I'm going to type in shortcut liability, revenue and expenses. So what will happen, guys? Now so this account group controls the number range. If you have to create any particular GL account under asset account group, and here we can give a number range, let's suppose 1000 to 1999, then what is happening, guys? Whatever GL accounts you are going to set up under asset account group, the GL number must be given from this range only, right? You can't use any other number. The number must fall between this range only. So this account group controls the number range also. It controls the number range of GL account. Now again, okay, now I'll tell you. I will just do one thing, guys. So here, how the number ranges are going to be controlled. First of all, let me set up account group, guys, and then I'll show you. Don't confuse here. OBD4. Click on new entry. Our chart of account is COA1, right? An account group is what, guys? Account group is, your account group is, let's suppose, assets. So 4-digit code will be given, and here you can give description 1000 to 1999. Again, COA1, liability. Okay, COA0 actually, right? So anyway, if I give 1, then system will not take. System will throw error. Okay. 2000 to 2999. COA0, revenue. So 4-digit code and description. And then COA 0 once again, and expenses. So exp, and I've given the code. Again CO is 0, and this time I'll give others. Apart from this 4, even I've set up others also. Press enter. Now what happened? Here there is, you try to understand how the first of all, if you talk about the fields, right? So let's suppose against, you just do one thing, I'll just delete this one. I'm having, like, I have created SDFC bank account. Okay, I have created this HDFC bank account here against a particular account group. Account group is asset. So while creation of GL account, you must have to, that GL number is going to be created, guys. A GL number is supposed to be given. So the GL number you have to give, what number range we have given against asset, guys? 1000 to 1999. So you have to give a GL number from this range only. Let's suppose 1000 or 1001 or 1002. Any number can be given, but from this number itself. So this is how, so generally this GL account we have created against this account group, and then what is happening? So whatever number range we have assigned against account group, that is going to be given. So look at here, guys, account group controls the number range. Apart from this, I said it controls the fields of GL master. You double click on anyone, let's suppose asset, and look at here, double click on account control. Multiple fields are there. It can be suppressed, it can be required, it can be optional, it can be display. I'll show you practically the impact of each and every option here. Right? What will happen if you suppress? What will happen if you're going to make it required? Right? So that I'll show you. But look at here, account group controls the fields also. And how it is controlling the number ranges? So of course, whatever GL we are going to create, guys, those GLs are going to be created against a particular account group. So if you create a GL account, GL account against asset account group, then from this range only you have to use the number. You can't use the number of this range, right? So 1000 to 1999, anyone can be given. Again, here there might be a confusion. Just few minutes back, I said that chart of account is the list of GL account. It means all the GL accounts are going to be created against chart of account itself. Right now, I'm saying that GL accounts are going to be created against account group, right? So it means what is happening, guys, you try to understand. See, GL accounts are going to be GL account, right? That is going to be created against account group, right? And this account group is going to be, look at here, account groups are connected with the chart of account. Account group we have assigned with the chart of account here. Look at here. Against this chart of account itself, this account group is also there for this chart of account. It means whatever this account group, chart of account itself further we have segregated, right? It means like chart of account, we can say like, how to say, like let's suppose chart of account is a kind of country, and in that multiple states are there, right? So that is account group, right? And against account group we have created the GL accounts, right? So look at here, these account groups are created against chart of account, right? Account groups are created against chart of account, and GL account we have created against account group. So we can say that GL account is created against chart of account also, right? See, there is a mathematical theory here, A equals to B and B equals to C, right? In that case, can't we say that A equals to C? Yes, it is possible. This is what the mathematical theory is. A equals to B, B equals to C. It means A equals to C, right? GL account is created against account group, account group created against chart of account. It means GL account got created against chart of account, guys. So this is how we can say it. GL account, chart of account is nothing but list of GL account, right? All the GLs are going to be created against different account group. But look at here, guys, all the account groups are linked with a single chart of account itself, right? So if we have created 100 GL account against this account group, 200 GL accounts against this account group, again 100 GL accounts against this account group, so total number of 600 GLs are there, but indirectly all the GL got created against single account, a single chart of account itself, right? So what is the use of account group? It controls the fields of GL master. Apart from this, it also controls the number ranges, right? If you have to create any rent related GL, that is going to be created against expense account group. So number, at the time of creation of that GL account, number you must have to give 4000 to 4999. From this range only you can give any number at the time of creation of GL account. You can't give a number from this range. Okay, and even by mistake, let's suppose if you are going to enter a different number also, system will not accept. That I'll show you practically how it is going to happen, how the fields are going to control, that also I'll show you practically, right? So these are all things, in the sense, once I set up the GL account, how to set up the GL account, guys, I'll show you. So while setting up the GL account, I'll show you how the number ranges are going to be controlled practically and how the fields are also getting controlled practically. There is one more setting, guys. This is a mandatory setting, I can say, that is like a retained earning account, right? We have to define a retained earning account. So here, guys, defining this retained earning account, this is we are going to be done in the form of mandatory setting right now. Right now, it is not possible to explain the logic behind retained earning account, guys, because this is generally it is a balance sheet account. Okay, and this is going to be used at the time of year-end closing. Whatever the like balances are there in P&L account, that is going to be transferred to this retained earning account. But again, right now we have not created any GL account also, right? So here I'll just do one thing. Just do this setting as a mandatory setting right now. It is not possible to explain the logic behind retained earning account. Why? Because multiple things are there in that also. Use transaction code OB53 and give your chart of account. So COA 0 is the chart of account, and here just give P&L statement type X and press enter. Press enter. That's it, and save it. Control S. So once you control S, look at here, it got saved. Sometime without pressing enter also, if you press control S, in the sense trying to save, in that case at bottom error warning message will appear. Yellow color message will be there. That is called warning message. So warning message is going to appear, guys. You need to ignore that message. And how to ignore, guys? You can ignore by pressing enter button twice and thrice. Once you press enter button twice and thrice, automatically then system will come to know that we are trying to ignore that notification, and then transport number will be generated. So here what we have seen, guys, this is the configuration part, creation of chart of account, which is list of GL account, right? Account group is the group of similar nature of GL account, guys, right? And it controls the fields of GL master. It also controls the number ranges of GL masters, right? Retained earning account, guys, this is a year-end activity. As I said, like right now it is not possible to explain the logic, so that is why I have created this. I have performed this setting as a part of mandatory setting. There are certain setting, guys, later on also, let's suppose there are certain setting which we have to do, which is compulsory, like you have to do that setting, but the logic you guys will be able to understand later. The topic will be covered later. Now then, creation of GL master. GL master is nothing but GL account. So how to create this GL account, guys, that I'll cover in the next session.